Hello. We're back again. What's going to happen? Has anyone ever heard of an update called Volute? I'll type it in. V-O-L-U-T-E. What is that? Because that was a Windows update. It just seems a bit strange, really. Anyway, we're back. I don't know for how long. But we're back for a bit. Background music. This is nice. Doesn't seem to have fixed many things, but at least we're back online. That's the main thing. So, let us see. Set up me flight here. Do. Johnny's Toy Reviews is here. Hello, Johnny's Toys, or Johnny's Toy Reviews. Positive Rate is here as well. Good evening to you. Gob Slayer is back. Yeah, whatever this Volute is, that's what downloaded tonight. On top of everything else. Volute is a 3D sound update. Aha. Makes sense. So let us see. Where are we going to? LEAX. So let's see what happens here, shall we? The arrival code is going to be Lima Echo Alpha X-Ray. That's okay, Positive Rate. We'll hopefully catch you on the next one, my dude. Thanks for stopping by. Gob Slayer said, what's the name of the tune you play when ending the stream? Good question. It is called Perfect Colours by Thomas Skeidelberg. It's a little bit choppy. Oh, we're gonna have a night of this. And the music's so nice though. It says, generically, a volute is a device that accentuates or condenses sound, sort of like Bose speakers. Ah, cool. Andrew says, it worked out perfectly. Gave me time to eat lunch with the missus. Cool. Minty Aviation's here. Hello, Minty Aviation. Happy Wednesday. We just had a sim crash. So, by any chance, is there someone in the multiplayer using a custom livery? By any chance? Or a custom airplane, for that matter? Because if there is, it makes my life very, very straightforward. And I don't need to start worrying about, well, where did that thing go? If you know what I mean. Cornfox says, I'm stock as stock gets outside of my registration number. Cool. Let's see what happens. Gop Slayer. Okay, Gop. Thanks for letting me know, dude. So if you could change it to like a stock one or default, and let's see if that fixes the problem. I hope it does. Darragh Rosny says, are you doing a group flight? Yep. We're in all players. Just make sure you're using stock liveries and stock aircraft. Because there are still issues on the servers if you're using custom ones or third-party ones. I don't know why. It just... I think my sim tries to figure out what the livery should be, and it just kind of freaks out and it goes, ah! So, we'll see. Now, I'm very aware of the time, so if for whatever reason we've another crash, I'm going to put it down to the new patch, because I don't know. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not, but if it's not, fear not. We'll see what happens. If it doesn't work, we'll call it a day, and sure, we'll jump back on the next day. Well, it'll be Friday. But let's see what happens here, shall we? Press any key to start. Where's the any key to start? Did you see what I did there? Go Dragon says, hold up, patch 2 is out. Yes, it is. Make sure you update your Microsoft Store app first. And then it's about depending on the version of Microsoft Flight Sim, it could be either 11.5 or 15.5-ish gigs. Black Rabbit says, I'm stuck on the update. Dang it. 7 gigs to go. Yeah. Go Dragon says, hello, Murph, by the way. So I will try once again to reload into the sim, and hopefully it all works out well. And if it doesn't, well, just make sure, guys, you're all using the stock default aircraft. That is of huge importance. So we'll try this again, shall we? LEGR. Come on, sim. When you're quite ready, zoom to details. So we have some peoples on the ground. Hello, peoples. There's departure. Slow. Down to LEAX, which is is it Axaquira or Axaquara? We just don't know. My Spanish pronunciation wouldn't be great. So we're going to go to all players, preset, that's okay. Aircraft options. CRU. Hopefully that works. Making balance. Hopefully that works. And let's see what happens here, shall we? Michelle wants to know, how do we join the multiplayer? If you go to all players, make sure you jump onto the North Europe server. Boeing A370 is here. Here he goes. Hello, sir. How are you? I'm very well, Boeing. Happy Wednesday, my dude. I hope you're keeping well. Let's try this again, shall we? Not looking good. Ivan says 3080 looks a bit of a power hog, 305 more power draw than a 2080 Ti. Dude. I think we're okay. Wrong button. Can now start on the engine there. Aaron Thorpe is here. Good evening to you. You said Western server, right? No, it's on the Northern server. And just make sure, guys, you're using stock or default liveries and aircraft. Please. Thank you very much. Okay, hopefully it works. Okay, music. Shh. Away with you now, please. Okay, so this guy needs to come on. But let's see if we can at least get airborne. Yeah, there's definitely an OBS issue. But I did find one or two other updates trying to jump in as well. So what I've actually had to do, but I don't think it's making any difference, I've rolled back my graphics driver. That's what kind of took me a few minutes. And that will probably introduce a whole world of pain. So we'll have to wait and see. What time are you flying in Granada? I'm just using any old time. Boeing A370 says, are you Irish? Yes, I am. Says you. That explains a lot. Yeah, I don't know. It's I've just kind of set default time here. It's the less things the sim needs to do in terms of graphics rendering at the minute, for me, the better. So we can see someone there doing a run-up. We're just going to be very impolite and jump ahead of everybody. So, quick look here at the runway. So we're going to depart straight out. And let's see what happens. David Martin is here. Good evening to you, David. Happy Wednesday, my dude. Murphy's just going to slip on by here. Completely minding his own business. Business. Ed Reed says, EGTs and temp went down big time. Ooh. Okay, so our squawk is squawking. We're going to go for 3,000 feet. Oop, come back here, you devil. Okay, Murph. Let's boogie. Not following the book whatsoever. But that's okay. I just want to get airborne and we'll see how this lasts, shall we? There's 60 knots and we're airborne. Rivik is here, he says, or Ravik, sorry. He says, hi from Barcelona. Hola, amigos. We're in your neck of the woods. Well, we're a little bit further south. We're here in Granada. We're going to fly down towards the direction of Malaga. And then hopefully down to Gibraltar. Aaron Thorpe, I'm from Meath, says Boeing. Cool. Wacko Finn is here. Hello, Wacko. Haven't seen you in a while, dude. Right, Murph, you're going to do a bit of pattern work here to let the guys catch up with you. So we're going to turn on our autopilot, select heading, altitude, which still isn't really working. We're going to go yes, and V speed up by 500. Outside temperature 10 degrees. That doesn't seem right for Spain, but then again, it's probably reading nighttime. Okay, let's see what happens here, shall we? It seems to be working, so we'll take it. We have some peoples flying. Lots of them. Lots and lots and lots. Aaron Thorpe says, what part of Ireland am I from? Originally from Dublin. It's kind of giving me the default 2999 or 2, which is kind of okay. Gold Dragon says, how's the new patch? Is the live weather working right now? Not really. The patch itself seems to be alright. But it is, on my system at least, it's causing issues with OBS. Mark Pendleton is here. Evening all. Top of the world to all you lovely, flying as normal. It looks pretty. It does look pretty. Okay, so we're going to right turn 90 degrees, heading 360. So I think we can kind of confidently say the custom liveries are the definite game breaker. Dagran Gaming asks where are we at the moment. We've just taken off from Granada. We're going to head down towards kind of the Malaga neck of the woods. I was planning to land over in Leone Benabou, but looking at our time constraints, I'm thinking we're just going to fly over Leone and we might head straight for Gibraltar and do our landing down there, if that's okay with everybody. Alan Thorpe asks, if you flew from Spain to Ireland, how long would it take in the game? Depending on the aircraft that you use. So real time is simulated. So if you're flying in the likes of, say, an Airbus or a Boeing, you're looking at 2 to 3 hours, maybe 4 hours, depending where you are. If you're in the likes of a Cessna, you could be looking at 9 or 10 hours. Billy Roach is here, just joined. Are we late? No, we're quite okay. PJD says it's awesome scenery. It does look nice here. Okay, look out for the mountain, Murph, they hurt. So right turn, heading 090. We're at 3,000 feet. Why didn't that come on? Hello. Very strange. Okay, we're going to climb up to 5,000 feet. Kenneth Norton asks, Murph, was there an option in the general graphics that says use generic plane models in multiplayer? Yes, there is. Dagner says, you're going to Ibiza or somewhere on the Balearic Islands? Not tonight, just heading down to Gibraltar. What platforms can you play this on? Asked Alan or Aaron Thorpe. At the moment, just PC. They are going to be releasing it out on the Xbox soon. We're going to jump over to our nav mode now to follow our magenta line. Dagman Gaming says, Murph, when are you going to go to sleep? I don't know. I think we're just going to head straight down to, we're going to go over LEAX. And then we won't land there, I think, guys. We're just going to fly straight down to Gibraltar then. Because we lost a bit of time tonight. Billy Rose says, the vineyards and olive groves. They do look nice. Sticky Rice is here. Good evening to you. Paul Carr says, on your next stream, try running your graphics card fans at 100%. This worked great from my system. You see, the gas thing is, right, the sim is running butterly smooth. My only issues are, over on OBS, the average time to render is good. It's 1 millisecond. But I'm losing frames missed due to rendering lag and also encoding lag, and I've never had that before. So if anyone knows OBS, I'm all ears. Well, it's starting to look nice though. ETA Gibraltar is probably... let's see. So if we go to flight plan, and if we want to add another... let's see here, shall we? So Gibraltar is LXGB. There we go. So the whole thing should be set up there now. And if we jump to our map, there we go. So, less than 40 minutes. Keen Affer says, Murphy. Okay. That's the second time they've turned off. So I can most definitely report this patch, it has some bugs. Colonel Force says it's doing the same to me. Chippy A says avionics turning off has been reported as a patch problem. Oh, wonderful. So apart from, like, you know, apart from not having the avionics working correctly, they now turn off. Avionics are now inoperable. That's always a good sign, isn't it? Now, the question is, will it turn us back on heading? It's thinking about it. What's the code for Gibraltar? It is LXGB, Lima X-Ray Golf Bravo. That's if we make it there. Black Rabbit says, ooh, everyone learn visual fight rules, like right now. To be honest, if I knew that they were going to drop the patch tonight, I probably wouldn't have streamed, only because, like, problems tend to happen obviously with a new patch. There's always something you got to do, like maybe the sim runs perfectly, but for me there tends to be something else in the background I got to fix. But sure, look it, we're still here. Kenneth Fitzpatrick is here. He says, good evening, Murphy. Good evening, Kenneth Fitzpatrick. Happy Wednesday to you, dude. I hope you're keeping well. The sim is definitely using more of my CPU. And that's a new issue. And when I say it's a new issue, usually my utilization on my CPU is somewhere kind of, 30 to 40. This thing has spiked 3 times already at 90% utilization, and that's why I'm getting encoder issues. Now, I don't know what's causing the encoder issues. There goes our avionics again. Oh well. So Murray 1234 is here. He says, hey from Dublin. Back watching, always good streams. Many thanks, my dude. Yeah, it's a little bit on the watt side. And there's a lot of chop. Dr. Mike says, I had a similar issue and thought it was due to video recording. Gremlins in the house. Kieran Nile, they're all over the shop, my dude. The gremlins be everywhere. Now, Murph, your aviation experience will tell you, mountains don't move. So we must fly around the mountain. So we're going to go to nav mode. Heading mode now. So we're going to turn right. Heading 270 degrees because I want to fly around this mountain. Philippine says, is it a bad install? Maybe corrupted files? I don't believe so. Hello, everybody. We have lots of people here. Grust85 says, oh man, I just finished updating, not happy to see this. Yeah, there's a few issues, I'm afraid. Keen Leffert says, at least we don't have the Flintstones playing tonight. Or as other people might say, Tom Cruise performing his own stunts. Chalks away. Hi all, says Mark. How's it going, Mark? Love the landscape. It is pretty, isn't it? The terrain variation is fantastic. It really is. Spain is beautiful for that. Chippy says you will spawn in midair when you clicked. You should do. No, Jacko is here. He says, hi from Italy. Hello from Ireland. Good evening. Philly Rose says, 2022 is the next time we can go to Spain? Probably. Okay, so quick check on the map here. So we can make a left turn. We're going to go for this little gap over here, fellas. So left turn 90 degrees, heading 180. Chippy says 3 gigs to go on the update. Nice. Delta Mike Flight Sim says too many bugs out there. Andy Shaw says after 2 days of reinstalling Bluetooth drivers, no luck. I read one guy plugged out his PC for 5 minutes and it worked. Ah, interesting. Guys, question. Game mode on Windows, should that be on or off? Or what do you guys do? Okay, the consensus tends to be game mode on. Most tech guys say off. See, that's the thing. It's not very clear. Should it be on? Should it be off? Now guys, I'm just going to try something else, right? I've turned off the preview mode, so I can't actually see how the stream is working. So if you guys let me know, how's it all kind of working? Is it butter smooth, or is it all kind of jaggedy, messy and jaggedy? Currently smooth. Okay. Andy Beeson UK is here. Good evening, Andy. Hope you keep him well, dude. Bear with me as I work on more settings. We will get to the bottom of this. Some which way. Ozzy Langers is here. He says hello from Australia. How's it going, my dude? Andy Beeson says, are you tinkering with OBS settings? Yes. Trying to figure it all out. This is called trying to fix it on the go. Speed check, asks Andrew. Let's jump in and have a look, shall we? About 110 knots at the moment. Can I bring up the VFR map? Of course. So we're just over LEAX. Now I suspect that my avionics are turned off. So we're going to go back onto nav mode here now. As we're going to start a right turn. GMAC 904 is here. How you doing, GMAC? Right guys, got to ask, how is the performance now? Is there still stutters or is it really behaving itself? I dare say, did I fix it? Murphy, you leg end. Mark said it's smooth. It's very smooth. Don't forget guys, if you're new to the channel, you might consider liking, commenting, subscribing, following, giving general pointers, any sort of feedback, and let me know. So I think I figured out what's after happening. This is huge news, alert the media. So as a workaround, what I've done, I've turned off every single monitor that I use. So basically when I live stream, I'll have OBS running, and I'll keep an eye on Twitch, and I'll keep an eye on, well, other things in the background. And I think now it's kind of behaving itself. Chippy says, give us a 360 around the plane. Nice. It does look pretty smooth. Ed Reed says, in the forums there's a list of performance increases tasks using Windows Advanced settings. Maybe time to get a second streaming PC, asked Jim Oates. That'll have to come after the fitted kitchen. But yeah, possibly. Then again, my PC should be well able to hold this. Chippy says it's butter smooth now. Well, that's a good sign. The owl avionics turned off again. Well, look, we can't fix it all, can we? But we'll try. nav mode, please. As we jump back to the dudes, a whole load of Cessnas. Murphy's Flying Circus. To be fair, it wouldn't be a two-tone Murphy stream without all the headaches. You know what I mean? We do our best here. Sir Blackie Lot is here. He says, better not have to wait a month for the fix for the avionics patch. Yeah, like they've pretty much broke it. they've really gone and done it this time. But since doing this workaround, I haven't skipped any frames with encoding or rendering. So that's a good thing. Streaming can be a black art at times. I absolutely agree with you, Andy. Sometimes it just works, sometimes it doesn't. So let's hope everything starts behaving itself. We're 30 minutes away from our destination, which is Gibraltar. I don't know how the old replay is going to work. Tam says, and it wouldn't be a two-tone Murphy stream without a little word from, well, if I say it, she'll answer. Joe Blow says, we learn from headaches. We absolutely do. But like, I come from like the old FSX days, and before that, like, was, you know, flights in 95, 98, a Century of Flight, 2004, and yada yada. And from FSX, because it's such an old platform, I spent more time tinkering with settings than I did actually using the sim. So someone said hello, and I can't see the notification, but I will shortly. Talk about delayed notifications. So Russell Campbell has just subscribed. Many thanks, Russell. I'm out of my comfort zone here. Usually I have a little preview window on my chat and I can see everything, and it's all grand. So now I can see everything like you guys using the iPad. We're going to use science. Philip Breen says, my avionics turned off too. Scott Brick says, I felt like that in X-Plane 11 and it wasn't fun. No. So like, most of your time is going to be spent tinkering with the sim, and like you learn things over the years. You know, like, I mean, performance-wise now, well, I don't want to go into the, hang on, I have another button over here. I'm getting a solid 60 frames. So there is a bit of an issue, I think, with OBS. But that's grand, I'll fix that. Karen Niles says, compared to FSX, 2020 has more bugs. No. Like, yeah, there are some bugs present here, but like FSX, that had a lot of bugs. Uh-oh, Bill Nye, the science guy. Russell Campbell says, X-Plane 11 is in good shape now. It really is. My biggest bugbear with X-Plane 11 over the last kind of 12 months was ever since kind of like X-Plane 1130, when they introduced all particle physics and stuff. it became very unstable. It would only last maybe 2 hours. You get a crash, and it always crashed NVGL, whatever it was. It was like an Nvidia problem. With Vulkan, it's much stronger. It's a heck of a lot more stable, and it's very, very fluid. 6 Knot says, I'm seeing some red 172s. I think we're in good shape here. Andy Beeson says, has VSync been fixed in the game? Heard it wasn't working. You know, it is working. Screenshot. That one probably wasn't great. Let's try it again, shall we? I think we're going to go for landing on runway 9. Androbonica says, I finally made it in the pack. Nice! Mark Pendleton says, like I said last week, Murph, it looks nice looking at you all, and even better when one day we get to fly in Spitfires and Hurricanes. 100%. And, you know, there's going to be a Spitfire released relatively soon. Like, we should see it before Christmas. So there's that. Avionics are still on, that's always a good sign. Some beautiful scenery here. G-Mac is away. He says, see you tomorrow. Good night. We'll see you the next time, my dude. Boeing 21159 is here. Can my i7-9700F and GTX 1660 handle X-Plane 11 and Orbex scenery? Yes, I can. I know it's grand. Like it's when you have nights like this, like these are troubleshooting nights, you know. And the main thing is that we don't kind of lose sight of what we're trying to do. It's you know, I aim for the kind of let's chillax and relax kind of a stream. And it's very important to me that you guys can be a part of the stream, not just in the chat, but get the chance to fly, because like that's what makes this thing what it is, you know. I just get utterly frustrated when my system is the cause of that not happening. But I have a workaround. It seems to be back on track now. It's working somewhat better. I'm still hoping it's butterly smooth. If I pan around here, it should do it nice and easy, without having to reload scenery. Oh, that's kind of nice. So yeah, like, so it definitely appears to be working a bit better. Chippy says it looks gorgeous. Yeah, what I might do soon, I might throw X-Plane. Throw X-Plane? I might boot X-Plane up and do 1 or 2 flights over there, because there's a lot of good things going to be coming out for X-Plane. That new Scottish Bulldog looks pretty cool. Not to mention we can get her fixed for flying choppers. Chillax stream, he says. He proceeds to shout obscenities at the same and jumps through the store. Yes, but you guys don't get to see that. That's when I get all kind of hulked up. Boeing 21159 says, I noticed that the RTX 2080 is too much for me. I have a 600 watt power supply unit. Yeah, they do require a bit of oomph. Caronel says, smooth as a baby's bottom. Scott Brick says, when the Vulcan crashed my sim, I said, nah, not having that. Waiting for 2020. Interesting. Russell Campbell says, my Ryzen 2600 and the GTX 1660 is excellent for X-Plane 11 in all aircraft and conditions. Cool. Yeah, like I think where X-Plane is at, if you're using the likes of Orbex scenery, you're kind of okay. There's X Enviro, when that comes out, and when, you know, Magnus releases it in a state that he's going to be happy with, because I have to say he's pretty much a, you know, he's a perfectionist. Curse is saying, where's the face cam today? Oh, it's there, but it's just kind of hiding down here in the corner. So hang on, this could look weird. So I have this with that. So I'm watching me, but you're watching me through here, and now in here. And then if I look at this, well, it's me watching this through this. Technology, don't you just love it? Anyway, who would have thought it? Kane Lafford says, I'm off, guys. Thanks for an enjoyable stream. Good evening. Kane Lafford, we'll see you on the next one, my dude. Many thanks for stopping by. Where are all the dudes? Avionics are still behaving themselves. Here are the dudes. And here's the jet. And he's going fast. Turn off this camera. Go away with you. Burger says a vintage 780 Ti here, chugging 35 frames on high end. Nice. Ed Reed says, HP Omen gaming computers are excellent and affordable. Nice. Andy says, too much meta. Scott says, and we thought holography was cool in 1981. Sticky Ray says, helicopters will be a fantastic way to get around in the sim. I agree. Scott says, God, I'm horrible at copters. Mark Pendle says, loving the music. Talk Cool One says, got into the bourbon, forgot about you, I'm back. You're welcome back. Andy Beeson says, my brain couldn't handle that much Matrix exposition. 20 minutes away. Danger close. We can see a rock off in the distance. Taco One says, where in Spain are we? We're just about to approach Gibraltar. You can't miss that rock. You say that, Scott, but I have a feeling someone's going to hit it. Russell Campbell asks, now here. Or no, he doesn't. He says, new here. Do you fly tube liners at all? Yes, from time to time. I'm a big fan of the IXEG 737. I'm a big fan of the Zebo mod. I love the Tolus 319. I like the Flight Factor A320. The A330 is decent enough as well. Tog Cool One says, I just subscribed today. Seems like a great group of people. Is everyone here regular? We're the most irregular crowd you'll see on YouTube or Twitch, and we like that. But yes, we have many regulars here. We have guys watching the stream since the early days. Well, when I say the early days, I'm only streaming really a couple of months, maybe 2 or 3 months. I've been making the odd X-Plane video for about a year and a half or 2 years. But we do have a Discord channel, guys. If you are new here to the community, I invite you to like or subscribe or to follow. And outside of that, we also have a Discord. I just put the link up there in the chat. So for Discord, if you guys want to share, obviously, you know, some screenshots, some videos, we have a lot of helpful people over there. If you guys have any problems setting up your sim or controls, or there's issues or whatever, I'll certainly try and help anyone as best I can. I'm sure there's going to be times I'll be asking you guys, how do you fix this or how do you do that? A number of us over there, you know, we were all alpha testers and beta testers, so we're relatively familiar with the sim. Taco One says, can I fly in the group sometime? You can fly in the group anytime. All you need to do is, any flight I do, I tend to have, you know, 2 or 3 stops. I tend to fly the first leg solo. That gives me a chance to make sure all my settings are working and, you know, the stream is behaving. Then we open it up to multiplayer, and it's not a closed group. At the moment, the closed group, you can only have up to 6 aircraft in it. Which, you know, it's grand if you're going to be doing, if it's a small group of people. I will be doing that. You know, there's Philly Roach was on, and not Philly Roach may have said it, but Philly Roach might say it. But Philip Green asked me the other night, on last night, I was doing a bit of beta testing, so I didn't have time really to jump on for a group flight, but it's definitely something I'm interested in. If you guys want to jump along for the spin, we can do a closed group, or we go with all players. So tonight we're with all players, and here's all the players. There's lots of them. Shameless plug time. I just like this because it took ages to make. So all these guys flying tonight, some are brand new, some are highly experienced flying peoples, some have been flying flight sims for years, some are real world pilots, Some guys like flying online with ATC. So look at the colour of the water there. It's beautiful, isn't it? So we have all skill levels flying in our group of peoples. Taco One says, I'm responsible. I check my fuel and bourbon each and every time I board my aircraft. Andy Beeson says, it's a nice convoy. It sure is. Like, I remember watching other streamers, like when a new game or a new sim comes out and there's issues with it. Your heart goes out to them, like you feel like, oh, you know, are they annoyed or do they get angry or whatever? Usually no, like it's just chill out and relax. There's nothing you can do. Mark says, when I eventually join you, I'm a delivery driver for John Lewis. Yep, all sorts on here. We have so many different professions. There's retired guys, there's guys in school, there's guys studying in college, there's guys with 9 to 5, there's guys and gals. It's pretty cool. So if it's your cup of tea, well then that makes me, or it gives me a sense of achievement, because it's not to say that I find it difficult, but certainly like the main streamers in Flight Sim, you know, your Squirrel or, you know, Chewy, even Q8, Frugal, Oz Flight Simmer, they have such a large following now. You know, they've like tens of thousands of followers, and when they live stream there could be like 2,000 people or whatever, and it's hard to kind of get a word in edgewise. Here, you know, I do my best to read out everything. If I forget or I don't see a message, I'm not ignoring you. Just put the message up again. Now the caveat to that is, if you're being an idiot and you're saying something, well, that isn't really suitable for a, kind of like a family orientated stream, well then I won't say it. But you guys knew that already, right? Now we need some sort of, let's see, what sort of music will fit here? This might work. We have amassed a squadron of general aviation aircraft. Colonel Fox says the soundtrack to Gladiator might work if it weren't for copyright. I agree. That or Benny Hill. Remember, boys, it'll be 2 days and 2 nights of hard fight. You will be relieved. Now, on some of the aircraft, you're actually able to get into the back of them. Doesn't seem to be working on this one. Scott Voigt is back again for a short time. Dinner is cooking. What's for dinner tonight? Mark Pendleton says, Murph, your call sign should be red one. Jan Fjord says, oh man, I wish I was along with you right now. I'm getting ready to stuff up my landing and careen off to the bay. That'd be a lot of planes. Chicken carbonara. That sounds good, Scott. That sounds real good. Okay, we're about 16 nautical miles away. We're going to start reducing some of our altitude here. Going to go down to 2,000 feet. At a rate of 500 feet per minute. There are also guys who takes a day off work to watch a stream. Sticky rice. I approve. I kind of like this music. Bit on the old Irish side, but sure, look it. Well, bro says, gotta head off now. Have nice landings next to the rock. You take care, my dude. Many thanks for stopping by. We are not, but Murph is. Yeah. No, when I say, like, we're Irish, sure, isn't everyone Irish? Some part of you. But no, in all seriousness, this music, funny enough, it's kind of universal. Like, it kind of sounds like it's kind of Irish, but it's not. Avionics failure. Corsair is here. Good evening to you. Happy Wednesday. Ed Reed says, someone asked the other night, what's the best Irish beer? My answer? The one on my stomach. Scott Briggs says, a bunch of us used to meet in New York City at O'Reilly's pub. Best shepherd's pie. Haven't been there for a few years. Cool. Not Flight Guys, this is my whole horror fiction group of nuts. Mark says, I'm 51 now, but years ago I used to be in a band of the first Queen's Dragon Guards and played in so many lovely places and countries. Sweet! My avionics crashed at the same time. Could that be the server? And Fergus says the same. Chippy A says, my granddad was from Belfast. Cool. I reckon that's a server issue, guys. If we all had a crash at the same time for the avionics, I reckon server issues. But that's interesting that you're saying that, because it means we can certainly look into it. Andy Beeson says, I haven't had a shepherd's pie in years. Sticky Rice says, this music goes really well with my Irish coffee. Colonel Fork says, I want shepherd's pie now. Haven't had it in years. My radios went off at the same time as well. Okay, that's all good feedback, guys. That'll go to my contact this evening to let him know. Avionics are linked to a server issue. I see a rock in the distance. Yogi Bear 359 is here. He says, is that Gibraltar ahead? Why, yes it is. Right guys, I'm going to jump onto nav mode. No, I'm not. I'm going to go into heading mode. Lol. Quick check of the map here. So if we zoom in, we'll see a layout of the runway, kinda. We're going to be coming in at runway 27. I want the rock on the left. So I'm going to head down this way. So I'm turning left heading 180 degrees. So how this usually works, I'm going to land first, get down to the ground, set up our little cameras here, and then check out you guys landing. Runway in sight. This might take a few minutes to render in the rock. Autopilot coming off. Okay guys, I'm gonna head down first and we'll see you in a few minutes. May the butter be with you. Oh look, there's a boat. Look at the colour of the water, it's absolutely beautiful here. Just remember your spacing, guys. I remember I was in a pub in New York. Says you, really? You were in a pub? I was in an Irish bar near Times Square. I forget the name of it. I think it's called O'Rourke's. I could be wrong. I think it was like west on 55th Street on 7th Avenue maybe? I'm actually kind of stoked. That's the first, like, boat I've proper seen. Hello, boat. Nice modelling as well. Okay, so we're going to go for our traditional face cam on for the dramatic effect. Not that it's going to do much kind of drama. As the rock renders in. Welcome to the rock. O'Reilly's used to offer the Dublin broil. Dublin broil? Okay, so as the rock slowly but surely renders in, we'll continue our little approach here. We've got one notch of flaps. A little bit early, but that's okay, because we're a little bit high, you see. Second notch of flaps. Tam says the boat is always there regardless... Ah, okay, so it's part of the scenery. The boat is always there regardless of traffic. That's okay. There's an aircraft on the ground. Holding short. There's something quite big on the runway. Oh dear. Caution, wake turbulence. Don't mind us, dude. We're just gonna kind of land over you. It's two-tone, the Rock Murphy. Okay, what's your speed here, Murph? Ooh, a little bit high for the flare. Ah, we'll take it. Okay, welcome to Gibraltar. Spin off the runway fairly quick because I want to catch the dudes coming in. Now, how this is going to work, I'm not quite sure. We'll give it a bash and see what happens, shall we? Right, Murph, that'll do ya. Just kind of blatant abandonmentisms, because, well, why not? So, turn off this. And go to our little camera option up here. And this guy on full whack. Now, we need to do one more thing. Escape, or escapade. I want to go to traffic. Turn these guys on. Try and save. Back, resume. And we're good. Okay, guys, let's see what happens. So, MCS 49, we don't know who he is. And we don't know how long he's staying there for. You need the rock in the background. Don't worry, we'll get it. How's that looking? Here comes the mountain bike. Seemingly, it rules. Mountain biking rules is down. Nice landing, my dude. There's butter all over the shop. There's a big line of people. The rock looks fab. It just does. Tri-able possums coming in. The approach looks good. The approach looks real good. And he's down. Here comes Merlin Flyer in the Cessna Caravan, making it look real nice. Oh, this is going to be butter. Yeah. We have Fugras coming in. Stalker Pt2 as well. Bit of a bounce. Oof. SD Bama is down. Made it look way too easy. Congenial T. Little bit of a bounce, but well, we'll take it. Mark says, you're all such nice people. I'm so glad I subscribed to Mer's channel. Many thanks for the kind words, Mark. Here comes Colonel Fork, a seasoned veteran. Oh, there's butter. Margarine style. Scott Briggs says, it's like a fashion show. Number 24, the caravan. In gold lane, buttering the catwalk. Here comes Godden. Oh, that's looking nice. Oh, yeah. That's up there with the Colonel, man. That's some nice flying. WB1990. He's fighting the rudder pedals coming in. Nicely done. 6 knots has just landed. Made that look real easy. Black Rabbit has just subscribed. Many thanks, my dude. Really appreciate it. Erlansky. The approach is good. Nicely done, and welcome to Gibraltar. Here comes Glum Tapestry. Nicely done, dude. There goes great. Tam official. Oh, there's butter coming in here. Nicely done. It's Spain, dude, says Brian Spain. It's extra virgin olive oil. Here comes Phil Green. Nicely done, Philip. Bit of a bounce, but that's okay. Here comes Astro again at the 300. Hair's down in front, and Sir Blackie along with Herbie Hare. The triage of Cessna 172 is coming in. Well, I have to say, that was impressive. Look at the sheer amount of them. Oh, where do we even start to begin on this one? Absolutely crazy stuff. What a night. A night of nights. So we can report that the patch is... it needs a bit of work. The patch needs a patch for the patch. And I have a kind of a workaround, which isn't ideal, but it works. But look at the amount of us. What we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 20, oh, more, 30 flyers with us tonight. Nuts. All nuts. Well, guys, my thanks as always for your participation, your continued support, for all your donations, follows, likes, subscribes, and general comments. I have to say, thank you all very, very much for joining me here tonight on Wednesday. Our normal schedule resumes for Friday. Don't forget, I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 o'clock Irish time in the PM. We're also live over on Discord. I'll put the link up again just in case. If you guys have any questions or comments, suggestions, opinions, if you need help with anything, ramble over there, you can hit us up. So until the next time. Oh, Lucy Marshall said, hey, left a like. Many thanks, Lucy. So yeah, that's it. Go home now, go to sleep, go to bed. It's a work night or a school night. And we'll catch you on Friday. Good night, guys. Thank you all so very, very much. See you soon.